Good morning. I made it 17 days without going to the grocery store. So a new plan, a more reasonable goal for us would be to go to the grocery store every 2 weeks. So my new goal is to only go once every 14 days. If you didn't catch that beginning, there's a sign that says please wash your hands before entering the store, and they have a little wash station outside. I didn't wash my hands because I literally had just left the house washing my hands. And I also had put hand sanitizer on. So, the guy in front of me, he didn't wash his hands either. So I guess apparently it's just a suggestion. And that is the Courtesy Center. Remember, our grocery store, and I think a lot of other grocery stores, are no longer doing returns or refunds or any business like that. Just strictly grocery shopping only. And so the thing I missed most was bananas. So I'm heading to the bananas. Robert's asking me what to get, what he needs to grab. So I asked him, I'm pointing to the onions. He's going to grab some onions. He actually usually picks out the bananas. So I don't know what to get. You know, if they're too green, they take forever to ripe. If they're too yellow, they go bad before I eat them all. So it's too much stress for me to pick out bananas. I prefer Robert to pick out bananas. So that's why I'm like waffling here for a minute, because I don't know which bananas to grab. I keep looking for Robert, so I just randomly grabbed a bunch. And then, so basically we just want some more fresh food, and so he is grabbing some carrots and onions, and I grabbed some green onions and celery. We still have some salad mix left over. We're not huge salad eaters. I just crave a lettuce salad every once in a while. So, you know, we try to be healthy, but we're definitely not the most health food conscious people in the world. So I don't think I eat terrible. We don't really eat fried food, but definitely not the most healthiest food in the world. So he didn't like the other onions over on the other side, so now he's grabbing some onions here. So we're actually at the store at like 10 a.m. I wanted to get there at opening, but I had a lot of business to take care of first, so it wasn't too crowded, but half the people were wearing masks, half the people weren't wearing masks. And definitely, I don't think people were maintaining social distancing. Like, definitely people got close. And I don't know that they're doing it on purpose. I think everyone's just trying to get their groceries and get out of there. So I'm looking at the chicken. And if you watched my previous video, I mentioned that I am worried about meat shortages. And so there's no sign limits. So yes, I am grabbing enough meat for 4 weeks. It's not like I'm going crazy, but we eat a lot of meat. So Robert is picking out the hamburger. I asked him to pick up a couple steaks because we haven't had steaks forever. And now you just see me looking at the cart. You can't hear, I turned the audio off. So a lady noticed my New Kids on the Block shirt, hoodie that I always wear. And so we started talking about concerts and talking about my hoodie that I'm wearing. And I ended up talking to her for a couple of minutes. She's wearing a face mask, and she kept looking at her phone, and she had a t-shirt on that had like a logo. It wasn't Instacart, but it was a company like Instacart. And I just learned about Instacart this morning, so it was very fascinating to me. I didn't ask her about it because I didn't think about it until afterwards, but I definitely feel like she was a personal shopper. She was scanning every item she was picking up. She was looking at her phone a lot. And like I said, her shirt was like a company logo. And I ended up actually noticing 3 other people in the store that looked like they were personal shoppers to me, meaning they're buying for other people who don't want to go to the store, which I think that's awesome. I think whoever thought of Instacart is a genius, and you know, it helps people make a little extra money who are willing to go to the store. I'm grabbing some bread and butter pickles. We had barbecue beef the other night, and I didn't have pickles. I have jalapenos, but no bread and butter pickles. See that? Did you see that cart back there? I almost put the food in the wrong cart. There was someone else who's leaving their cart and running down the aisle. I think that was a personal shopper too. I'm grabbing some teriyaki sauce. I watched a YouTube video the other day of how to make tuna in a can better, and the recipe called for teriyaki sauce. So I didn't realize there was 20 different types of teriyaki sauces, so I'm just looking. I don't know what to grab. My husband points out one, and so I end up grabbing whatever sauce my husband pointed out. So anyway, back to the lady who had talked to me. Whenever I wear a New Kids on the Block jacket, I get a lot of comments because us blockheads stick together, and so it was great. I appreciated her saying something. It was a lot of fun talking to her. But you know what? If you're not a blockhead, you don't understand, and that's okay. You don't have to understand. But if you're a blockhead and you see me out wearing my New Kids, say hi. And then I have a shopping list. Remember, I'm trying to only get perishables, but there was a couple hard good items we needed. So I am trying to cut back on Dr. Pepper, and so this grapefruit juice I tried 2 weeks ago, and I loved it, and so I want to get another one. I try to drink one every morning for breakfast, and yeah, I don't. It's just a really good grapefruit juice. So, yeah, that guy didn't. He's the one who didn't wash his hands. So anyway, but I didn't wash my hands either. I'm just pointing it out, and finding my husband, and so I see he grabbed some tamales, and we have pork sausage in a roll. So you see we do have like 6 things of hamburger. Yeah, it seems like a lot of meat, and if you want to call me a hoarder, call me a hoarder. I just don't want to worry about meat for another month, and we had room in our freezer. This is the toilet paper aisle, so here they only have the individual rolls of toilet paper, a generic brand I've never heard of. So they had some paper towels left. Again, I don't need any of that, so I didn't grab any of that. And I do need Ziploc baggies and aluminum foil. We only have like a small thing of aluminum foil. Robert wanted a bigger roll of aluminum foil, and then I need Ziploc bags so we can separate the meat out and put them in individual servings in our freezer. So, and we just end up getting the generic brands because, you know what, save $1 or $2. And what else? I think Robert's taught. I don't remember what. I don't know. Blah blah blah. What else? Plenty of water. So the only thing they didn't have was Clorox wipes. You saw they had toilet paper. It was generic toilet paper. It was still toilet paper. So the only thing I noticed that was empty at this particular store was the Clorox wipes, cleaning supplies. Eggs, plenty of eggs. I'm looking at the eggs. Yes, I touched a couple that I didn't buy. I know, I'm terrible. I'm going to get comments, only touch what you buy. It's a hard habit, but I will try harder. So I got these brown eggs, and I actually thought of wearing gloves, but I decided not to because I wash my hands so much, and my fingernails are long, so it's just uncomfortable for me to wear gloves. I am not buying silk. I don't know why my camera is on that. I think I am asking Robert what orange juice he drinks. He's actually looking at the croissants, and I grabbed 2 things of milk. I talked about it before, and you can't see it on camera. There's this brand right here. I buy that milk because it has a really good expiration date. Like, it doesn't expire for like 2 months. Once you open it, you know, you want to drink it within 7 days. But if it's not open, it lasts for like 2 months, which I think is great because I don't always drink milk. And he's looking at the orange juice. We like the Florida brand of orange juice. We are Florida people. I am going to move to Florida. I have a goal of moving to Florida in 3 years. Not for sure that it's going to happen, but I'm going to try my hardest. But yeah, definitely within the next 5 years, I will be moving to Florida. Grabbing some cottage cheese, grabbing some sour cream. Same thing with sour cream. If you pay attention to the dates, like, this doesn't expire. Robert's like, no, that's light. Okay, thank you. I don't want the light. I want all the fat I can get. This sour cream doesn't expire until July. So we use a lot of sour cream for dips, and we eat a lot of tacos. But we don't eat like a lot at one time, so we can get it to last a while. showing the milk, the regular milk, plenty of milk here. And Robert got distracted by the $1 bag of chips. He bought like 5 bags of chips. I don't think I got that on camera. I'm not a chip person. I do eat potato chips occasionally, but not like Robert. So now we're at the checkout. You see that she's wearing a mask. The bagger guy was wearing a mask. We've got the plastic, $278. Keep in mind, we bought a lot of meat, but I shouldn't have to buy meat for like another month. So, and I'm gonna try, like I said, not to go to a grocery store for another 2 weeks. See if I can do it. On the way out, that's cases of toilet paper. So you can buy a case of toilet paper, of the generic toilet paper, for $39.99. And this is a one-way. I forgot that they had routed the store to a one-way, and it was a little, I forgot. So Robert had to direct me. It's raining out, and we almost got hit by a car right here, because God forbid anyone slow down for people. And now I'm back at the house with all the groceries on the counter, with my Clorox wipes, getting ready to wipe stuff down. So thanks for watching.